Good morning. Welcome, welcome,
Hi.
welcome.
Hi, thank you.
So here's kind of, I'll give you a little overview while we're kind of getting warmed up here. And I want to welcome everybody for morning coffee and news of the day. So we will be talking about that. There is some news, and I try to share it every day. Brian Grossman is here on this meeting. He is in a group of ours and part of our team on something called the Great Discovery, which is a course hosting platform. So we'll get into that. The way I see this starting is to just kind of be here for a minute or two, give people a chance to get in and get comfortable and just be here. Then I'll start the course recording at the appropriate time. I am already recording, so everything to me is just part of life. Uh, you know, whatever, right? Because
Yes.
it's like I can deal with chaos, all right? So I try to get organized so that I can handle it and always learning new things and out of even out of chaos comes new things. Now, I'll just kind of start talking about some meetings I had. Now, yesterday I had a really wonderful meeting with Lauren Herpich from Lafayette, who is running for chamber or let's see, what is it? Chamber, not Chamber of Commerce, City Council, sorry. And she's running really cool on the communication, on her communication platform from stakeholders up. And I'll share a reason why real quick. Let me share something while Brian just is taking a potty break
Yeah,
and
yeah. I heard him say bio break. Oh,
yeah,
he's
bio
back.
break. Okay. And he's back. So, okay, so let me share something real quick. I was telling, let me introduce you guys. Let me stop share. We'll just Brian Grossman is from our on the Great Discovery. He is in the Great Discovery course platform. Stephanie Maroney is somebody that I met and have been developing a friendship with through Patch Media, which I'm going to share about storytelling. And so anyway, why don't you guys say hi to each other?
Hi, Brian.
Hello,
Nice to meet
hello,
you.
hello. Good to meet you. I'd love
Hello.
to know more about
Hello. Yeah.
Patch Media. I'm
Yeah,
pitching all.
so what we want to do, guys, we want to grow a community, both here and other places. And let me, part of this really is to share about our strategy. Now, I'm going off to talk to Oxford University on September 27th. Totally excited. How does a guy like me get to go lecture at Oxford? And it's totally through AI, okay? It made me about 1,000 times smarter. So anyway, that's another story, but we're gonna have a blast. We're going off to Paris and take shoot video and just really have a lot of fun. But yesterday, and this is all part of the community. Now I'm about online community, so I want to create a community. Even though I'm in Lafayette, I definitely want to focus on my city. But Stephanie wants to focus on her new city, Benicia, California. Brian probably wants to focus on his and really being a connector and a super connector and super connected in your city or in your community, if it's online or if it is a real world community. So yesterday, I was invited to coffee with a lady running for city council in my community, Lafayette, and she told me, this is cool, she wants to run for city council on a communication platform and which is something I can totally support. And so therefore, I am going to support her candidacy and really want to promote it because this is something I really believe in. Let me show you something real quick that will kind of help you guys understand a couple of things, partly about deployment. Now, this is the a city owned, she mentioned this, she explained this to me. This I knew about this because I'm listed on this site with AI Business Networking right here on my website, but I didn't know that this website costs $100,000, which is nuts. Okay. Exactly.
What?
And, and this is one of the reasons that she is running for city council because of, cost overruns and we have about a $2 million deficit in Lafayette. So I'm going to be supporting Lauren Herpich in the for her race for city council because she wants to focus on us, stakeholders up, residents up, community members up to leadership. That's really what our focus is. So what I want to share with you, I want to share a few things. I've embraced artificial intelligence, but I've embraced it for a couple of both short-term and long-term reasons. I understand that there is a scary and serious part of AI. I understand that, and I'd like people to know that up front. That even though I am in love with AI, I'm in love with AI because I do everything in AI in the light of God. I do it in public. I do it, where God can see me and what I am doing. And I think that's really important advice for the long haul, because we are frankly in risk of losing our humanity if we don't keep that in mind. And I just saw a podcast yesterday about the number of relationships human to human is shrinking. And even in the younger generation, they're not even, according to this podcast, they're not even hooking up anymore. So, I mean, we're losing our humanity very, very quickly. And I want to always keep God in AI. That's always going to be my message. And for our own survival, to survive and thrive with AI as human beings. So that's whatever your God is, keep it. If it's the universe, whoever it is, keep your spirituality. That's for the long haul, that I have to coach. And I want people to know the only reason I am so enthusiastic and in love with AI, because it's brought me closer to God. And and I think that's good advice for everybody, to use it in that way. And I say that without embarrassment. It's just a fact of life that I have observed. So I have a lot of real practical advice to share with you guys, some really exciting things. I never want to bore you or waste your time. I respect your time very, very much. So I will always post every day's meetings on the AI Super Campus. So if you can't come, you can learn 24/7, 365 at the AISupercampus.com. Watch yesterday's course and then come here and I didn't get this, or and get your questions answered. Now, I have to say, AI is like media, and I teach that AI is media for value comparison, storytelling, education. Now, we have a lot of amazing teachers on the AI Super Campus. We have teachers on the AI Super Campus that would never pay to have a course on the Great Discovery, but they do on the AI Super Campus. One is Iro Vara, the world's foremost business strategist from Oxford University. He teaches at Oxford. Okay, he's already got his platform. So, but he is on the AI Super Campus and said he thinks that it is a terrific idea, because we want to connect a lot of academia, universities, cities, communities. It's about the ultimate connections and making all of those for the benefit of mankind, the benefit of networkers and business people, from beginners and even self-described miserable failures. And I don't say that lightly. A lot of us have been miserable failures at some point in our life, and we have had to restart over, restore our story, or regenerate ourselves or our business or whatever, all the way up to world-class, best in the world experts. So anyway, unless you guys have any quick questions, I would like to start sharing, because I want to create a course. I want to teach people how they can use AI to create courses very, very quickly. Now, I shouldn't say courses. Let me backtrack and say, I want to teach you how to create stories about anything, stories that create value, comparison, storytelling, education. Now, let me use Stephanie as an example. Her job as a realtor is to help anyone selling their home how to tell the story about that home in a very special way that creates a special value, and educate the public about the value in that home, the surroundings, the schools, the beach across the street, or in her backyard in Venetia, whatever it is. So I've got a lot of things to show and tell you guys about that, but that's really what it's all about. Now, that story can be used in a webinar. in a live meeting, in a meetup, in an ebook, in a course. It can be used anywhere you want to deploy it, okay? So let me, without further ado, unless you guys have any quick questions before I launch, let me get right into today's education and course creation. Is that okay?
Yep.
All right, here we go. All right, we are off and running now. Let me share the AI Super Campus for beginners and up. And yesterday's course is right here. And so you can watch this 24/7, learn a lot at your own pace. The way they say there's two ways to learn, shock and repetition. So I'm going to show you something that might shock you a little bit with how fast AI can actually create courses. It's pretty mind-boggling. But also repetition. So I think of it as the need for lifelong learning in the age of AI, and that I'd like to help people understand you can learn like a plant through osmosis, just absorbing, just being here. Don't worry about it. Just continue to learn and learn and learn. And I used to say to my staff who are new, don't worry about it. Just learn and learn and learn. And one day what will happen is the clouds will part. You'll get it. And you'll go, hallelujah, and you'll get it, and it'll be amazing, and the light bulb will go off in a very, very big and important way. That will happen if you just continue to learn through all the confusion, and you will be happy. You'll learn a lot of things. So anyway,
looking forward to that day.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And that is my promise. But what you have to do is I teach that there is a system that is literally where you cannot fail unless you fail to learn or quit. So in the era of AI, you can keep testing and trying new things over and over because it's free until you get it. Oh, here's my perplexity. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, so with AI, this is a free account. Now there's three that I promote, and you can watch the video again or review it or take notes. The three that I like are, of course, ChatGPT and Claude, like the French name Claude.ai, and Perplexity. Now, Perplexity I like because it does a lot of search, and it even shows me videos and other things over here on the right. And a lot of times it'll pull up my videos from YouTube, which is kind of funny. So what I do is I teach like paint by numbers. I teach that even if you don't use AI, you can come here at the AI Super Campus and copy and paste things in order to create value in your life and in your business and create stories. And so I do think it's very important to anybody can copy and paste something. Okay, so to learn how to copy and paste things. So we're coming here. I put the story that I want this morning. Every day I meditate and I wake up and I check in with God for meditation about what is today's quote unquote sermon. And I hate to use that because I'm not a minister, but I'm a very spiritual person. So what is today's message? What is today's value creation story that I can share with the world that I think is very, very helpful? So I meditated, I put my random thoughts into AI and ask AI to help me organize it. And so this is what I got, that AI is media for value creation, storytelling, education. That is the essence of what today's course is really all about, of creating courses and deploying it and keeping goodness in AI. That's what we've got to do. Because I honestly saw a headline today that was rather disturbing. And it was that AI created a brand new course in minutes called Doom. Doom? I don't want doom. I want life and goodness and sunshine and happiness and world peace. Those are the things I want. So I want to keep doom out of AI. And that's why I mentioned it's so important to keep God in AI. Okay, so now here we are on what I'm going to demonstrate. And I create two videos. I create the long one, but I'm going to use this section, which is the wow factor, because I teach directory response communication as well, so we can create transactions. But this is the wow factor of AI. And I record this section to post on YouTube and create a course right before people's eyes. This is the modern miracle of AI. So this is my story creation site. It's called Gamma, and I'll put the link so you can use a free course and start to learn it. But let's copy and paste and get started here. So, okay, so now I'm going to create the modern miracle right before your eyes. You can spend months or, trying to write a book or go through what an outline should be, or you can generate it or restore your story with new energy in your life immediately right here. Now, I'm going to generate both a website. Now, we just did a value comparison. I use a lot of value comparison storytelling. We just saw a website that was valued at $100,000, okay? Value comparison. Okay, you're going to watch me create a website in an AI minute for, well, virtually free. And so I'm going to decide, what do I want this website to be? Well, this is a course, so I'm going to add some sections to it. I'm going to use 12 so I can customize what I want it to be. I want to have some depth to it. And so now I'm going to paste what I got from Perplexity, copy and paste AI. You've just seen me copy and paste what I got from my AI. Now, Gamma has AI built into it. I didn't have to go to Perplexity. I could have simplified the step, but I like to go a little more in depth, okay? I like to take things up to a little higher level, but you can keep it really, really simple and fast. Okay, now we're going to show and tell something. First, I'm going to generate right before your eyes, real time, the outline that today's course is all about. So here we go. And there it is, okay? It's already done. Now, the thing is I want to determine how much do I want it to be brief? Do I want it to be medium, or do I want it to be detailed? Well, I am a teacher teaching courses, so I want to help learners to get education. So I clicked on detailed, and I will give you the link to this platform that you can begin to use it. Now, I click on continue. I'm ready to go to the next. And this is where we get to customize everything. So this is not just swallowing AI. I want to put the human being into AI. I don't want to put AI into the human being. So I want to keep it simple, and I like to put the focus on the content, not on me. I am just the teacher, okay? You guys are the superstars. I am, like a Jedi Knight teaching you, teaching Luke Skywalker or Princess Leia, okay? You guys are the superstars, not me. So anyway, now what I want to do is, you've seen me set up. Now we're going to create a short YouTube video all about showing people in real time the wow factor of AI. And here it is. I click this button, and then I shut up, I play some music, and we watch it happen. Okay.
Creating a story.
Now, yeah, I'm creating a story. Okay. Now, so it can be a course, it can be an ebook, it could be a story about a house. Okay. So it's a story, and you can use it anywhere for an ad. And I'm going to show you how we can use it, in an ad, how we can use it really for anything. Story is the best way to summarize it, because you can use it, like I say, in an ebook, a course, or anything. Now I'm going to start with a value comparison story. And so right now, I'm going to start telling the story and using this as a way to demonstrate the story. I look at this as the bottom floor of a high rise for AI. Now, we just created a course. We're in the ground floor of this course. I want to use this course to show you that I don't care if you are in the basement of the high rise in the dark with no idea. When the light bulb goes on in the basement, you get to go up to the first floor. Then you start to bring more things into that idea, and you start to go up to the second floor, the third floor, and all the way up to the penthouse. Now we're on the first floor of this course that we just created. We're going to go all the way up to the top. We're going to look at it as AI is a democratizing force in media and in wealth building. And we're going to go up to this floor and this floor of our high-rise building, because I want to take you all the way up to the penthouse, starting at the ground floor at the beginning from wherever you are in your life, all the way up to the very top, to learn that AI is media shaping value creation, storytelling, and education. So that's really part of where we are. And this is a short video that I pull out of this longer course to recruit people to the course and to come here in the morning. So this is step 2. Now we have a course to post, but we have a story, I should say. Okay, it can be deployed in multiple ways. So now I want to talk about how we deploy this, because if we have a great story, but nobody knows about it, it's not going to do anybody any good. It's not going to sell a house. It's not going to do anything, okay? We can't keep it to ourselves. We have to deploy it. So now we're going to talk about the patch media deployment. So we're going to go over here. In fact, I'm going to open up a new tab of just patchmedia.com. So let me open this up and share this. Okay, this is Patch Media. And this is important, Brian. If you have you already, do you get Patch Media, Brian? Oh, wonderful. Okay, great. And Stephanie knows about it. Okay, so here's for the public, for beginners, you open up an account on Patch Media. Now notice over here, I have my own account on this news website. This is hyper local news. I've interviewed the president of Patch about the vision, the mission, and it's beautiful. It is hyper local news created by serious, middle of the road, fact checking journalists. Okay, and it is hyper local, so everybody be interested. Now look who is on the cover of Patch Media. It is my friend Stephanie Murphy. And that is exactly how we connected. So Stephanie wants to be able to super serve her clients in the best way possible by promoting them in any and every way. And she is a learner. She is a storyteller. And this is what caught my eye. I have to use Stephanie as kind of the poster girl, if you will, for excellence in media marketing. So here's the story, Brian. It's right here, and this is what caught my eye immediately. I live in Lafayette. Stephanie used to live in Lafayette, okay? And so here's her headline. That's the beauty of classified advertising or any advertising. You have to have a headline that captures somebody's attention, okay? So my wife and I are at a place in our life where, we've been very successful in Lafayette. It's nice to look around at what the options are. So, and our kids are gone. They graduated and they moved out, okay? So we're empty nesters. So I'm looking at this and I go, okay, trust me, I've been there, done that, longtime resident of Lafayette, now lucky enough to call Benicia my home, okay? So now you click on Stephanie's ad and voila, there is her info kit or story or whatever you want to call it. Look at this right there. I used to run ads and then I would have to send a discount with a story, and now we can do it immediately. This caught my eye. And I said to my wife, we've got to go over and meet with Stephanie. And she was terrific. She greeted us in Benicia. We had a great time. We walked the water, looked at the water, and she's absolutely right. So this is stunning. This is dramatic. And this is the way to make things happen. So now I want to go back to Patch and kind of show and tell a little bit more about, and see ads come up on Patch. It's what it's about. You got to grab people's attention. So you can order what news you want. But here's the key for me right here, classified ads. I have made millions and millions and millions of dollars over many, many years, decades actually, because the reason classified ads are important is all about the headline. If there's no attention grabbing headline, nothing else happens. What Patch believes in is try it before you buy it. So you can actually do free publicity, free press releases, free advertising on Patch before you decide to buy any boost from Patch to boost it up. And Stephanie has boosted up her story. And you can boost it to wherever it makes economic sense for you. So now let me show you what I have preset here in class. So to go to classifieds, you just click on classifieds on your patch dashboard, and you can list you click on list classified. Well, I've done that, and you have two choices. You have classified ad. You can sell a course, Brian, or you can create an event. So let me go here and show you that I've already done that. I pre-posted an event that I generated from AI, and look at this. This is amazing. This is free. This is publicity. This is advertising. This is test your headline before you buy it. Look at the exposure that I am getting right here. So this is one reason that I want to create this morning, create your media and deploy it every single morning. So we're not just talking about this, we're actually going to deploy it right now. I've got it preset to save time with copy and paste. So you can actually copy and paste, and I provide copy and paste content right on the AI Super Campus. So I want to make it as easy as paint by numbers. So you grab your copy, which you can then customize, and you come here, and now we're ready to post this. So you put it in here, put your content information, and now we go to next. What is next? It is about choosing where I want to post it and how I want to boost it. So in my community, I can post this for free, absolutely free. But I can decide to reach out, and I can reach 23,000 unique visitors nationally. Patch has 23 million to kind of reduce the numbers, but I can reach out just to Walnut Creek, the town right next door, and add another 8,000. How much does that cost me to boost it? $2. Now, I ran my classified ads only one day a week. So for $2, I can reach out and expand and boost my ad to a neighboring community called Walnut Creek. Now I'm going to click, instead, I'm going to post it for free to demonstrate that you can. Free publicity, free advertising. Now what happens, this is where the next modern miracle of deployment happens. And that is to share our story all over the place right here, okay? Because the other day I had a young lady attend the meeting from Cupertino. Now I only run ads in Lafayette, so she must have seen us on Facebook, and I can share it right here on Facebook. I don't know what's happening here. Sometimes I found that with Facebook, I have to kind of, okay, I don't know why. Yesterday it worked perfectly, but online stuff, it can be crazy one day to the next. Okay, but let's go to, but it worked yesterday and it'll probably work tomorrow. But we can post immediately this fast without really doing anything else to Twitter. We can go to LinkedIn. We can go to Nextdoor. And this is really a key right here. This one is really, really important because you can grab the link right here and text it to people and start to share it. And it shows up really cool when you send it in a text. Now, why do I say this is so important? Because of this. This is where we get into directory response media marketing. There are free directories all over the place with unlimited leads. You never have to worry about getting leads. The Chamber of Commerce in Lafayette has a directory much like this. This is a free directory. It costs $100,000. We don't have to spend $100,000 to create websites anymore in the era of AI. So now, what's here? Phone numbers. That people don't answer their phone anymore. The hardest thing to do today is to get people to listen to anything. So here you have unlimited phone numbers. You can simply copy and paste, click on a phone number and send them a text, or just copy and paste the phone number, put it into text, and send them a text with the story to invite them right here to the community and invite them to your networking event. Invite them anywhere you want. Now, I also created a second patch classified, which I have not yet deployed. Now, this one, okay, let's see, that one. Okay, that one was for a course. Okay, so that one was the course one, and now I am deploying the event one. So right here, I could choose to post a classified ad to sell a course or something free. I did that. Now I'm going to post an event on the same day in Patch. I'm going to deploy it and I'm going to click next. It might ask me if I forgot something. No, I'm ready to go. And now again, I can boost it to Walnut Creek or a lot of places. Now Patch has a couple of boost options, but I like the try it before you buy it. One of the boost options is I think about $75 a month for a booster program they have, up to display advertising, and that's really up to you of how far or much you want to boost your ad. Patch does believe in do it yourself online. So we're gonna post it, and now we are today we already have accomplished not only course and story creation, but we have also accomplished story deployment, because there's two parts, and I'm going to tell the story about a U.S. quarter. I love value comparison. You have to use a U.S. quarter. On one side is the head of George Washington. The story of America's founding is right there on that side of the quarter. On the other side of the quarter is how you use the quarter. It's cash flow. It goes into many, many people's hands as a quarter. Now, that's what I teach. If you want to develop cash flow, you have to be in a cash flow stream. You can't, cash flow is circulate. You got to be in a cash flow stream. That's why we create courses or make sales. We have to, learn how to generate revenue in the era of AI. Again, I can post the event out. What I want to do is connect to all 1,900 communities. And this is the AI Super Campus, but I want to create the AI Super Network of connecting to the top wealthiest and most capable cities in America to democratize and decentralize wealth. There's been so much centralization of wealth into the billionaires' coffers that I want to make it available to all of us, stakeholders in the American dream, to be able to access wealth wherever you want to and make it available to everybody to really help everybody. And so I like to keep the course. Let's see if I covered all the key points. I think I have. So let me stop share and see if you have any questions. And again, I don't expect you to understand all of this in one course in one day over time. It has to be a drip learning system and ongoing, to take it in. But one thing about watching the courses that will be available on the AI Super Campus every day, I want to prepare people to learn how to take it up to a place like the Great Discovery, where I am posting a new course every single day. And that is a way to monetize your courses. But to grow the Great Discovery, I want to help people to learn how to create courses to post on the Great Discovery and how to deploy them out to, help promote their courses and their store. Not everybody, just like Nike's thing is not everybody, winning isn't for everybody. That's Nike. So, not everything is for everybody. I get that. So I just want to reach out and help people understand, what's right for them. What is their story and how do they want to tell it? So that's kind of it. Now I'm happy to answer any questions, but don't forget, when you watch a replay, you're in control of the video or the course. You can pause it, take notes, think about it, stop, let it sink in until you really kind of get it. Wait, I don't want to move forward to the next thing until I get that part of it. And so you learn every day like that, one little section at a time, but then come back tomorrow and ask me questions. So here we are. Does that make sense? Oh, you know what? For some reason, I am not here.
I'm
there
on
we
now.
go.
Sorry, I did mute myself because I was coughing. Excuse me. So I'm starting to gel a little bit, thank goodness.
Okay.
I see that you're posting it on the Patch Classified, and that's free. But that's not when you click on lumber into Patch, somebody is going to be intentionally looking for something or drilling down in that classified to find that, right? It's not like it's going to be front and center when you sign on to Patch, like say my ad that is expensive, and I'd love to be able to get rid of that and find free publicity on there. But is that accurate to say somebody's got to be searching in classified to like for for an AI class to find that?
Yeah,
I mean-
let me go back to Patch and show you. So I'm going to call up patch.a and let me just kind of share with you the reality. Okay. So here is Patch. Now I ran ads in USA Today, and I spent about $50,000 a year. And USA Today is a whole newspaper. Okay.
Right.
But I only ran ads in the classifieds section. So here is the classified section, and people look for things just like they do in USA Today. They look for things, even though you are front and center. People do go through Patch and they look for things that may be of interest. Maybe it is events. And so here, and here we are in local. Oh, here I want local event. Oh, here's my classified ad. This is my classified ad, okay, that I just posted. So, and we can post every single day to always keep it fresh, always keep it hot, always keep it at the top. And then in selling things, here's another classified ad about free things. So this is part of it. This is the free part of it. Now, for people that don't want to post every day, yeah, they can buy an ad. Okay, that's an option.
Right.
But I know human beings skim through things and look for things of interest. Oh, this, they want to solve their everyday problems. So they look for different things of interest, see a classified ad, click on it, and take this little ad in a classified right here. What happens when you click on it? The full story. Holy cow. So if the headline wasn't attention getting, of course, nothing's going to happen. That's why you have to practice and fine tune your headline before you upgrade, like Stephanie, to make sure you've got a winning headline. That's why I love to try it before you buy it with kind of Patch's attitude.
Right.
It's awesome.
Yeah, Brian, and I don't mean to make this all about me, but I just for example, as a realtor, like I understand your angle, Mike, what you're doing, and it makes complete sense. But me as a realtor posting every day, like I'm that part I'm not really clear on. What would I post every day that would get anybody's attention?
Have you been trapped by, have you felt ripped off by a real estate agent, or have you felt like you didn't get the best, not to blame others, so sorry.
No, go ahead,
You
please.
felt trapped in a real estate deal. Is your real estate broker looking out for your interests? Here's what I do. And then just like what Mike showed, bunch of bullet points. Next day, feeling like you're priced out of the market, let me show you how you're not. Options for real estate. If you're not ready now, meet with me now so that when you are ready, we can pull the trigger together. I mean, just kind of stuff like that, I guess.
Thank you. That's amazing. That makes total sense. Thank you.
Yeah, and then your ad, that sold sign is perfect, but are you an empty nesters? I would even post, now that school started, have you run into a problem here? And then
so current, just keep it current, and you got to cycle through things that'll catch people's attention. Yeah, and much better than a static ad that gets stale. I'm actually just about to.
Are you scared by the new real estate rules? And I would post, is the housing market crashing or is it expanding? Our mortgage rates are going to drop. You should be able to get a house for nothing. Let's get real. Talk to me.
Yeah,
right.
Like eye catching little snippets. I like it. Thank you. Wow.
Okay, now I just posted in. Here's another idea. Okay, this is how you use AI. So I went back to AI and to Perplexity, and I typed in, how can I use AI to share stories about real estate? So now I will click on AI and let AI go to work for me, create engaging content with AI, multi-platform deployment. Story. Now this is based on some of my previous posts, but you can literally go into can AI enhance my real estate marketing efforts? This is Perplexity, and ask AI. You have this super genius available to you to help you, to be your muse and to give you ideas. So you don't have to struggle anymore. If you learn to use AI to help you with all of these things, it's like I always used to wonder, people would ask questions all the time. I go, well, did you Google it? And they would forget.
Right.
You can Google anything.
Right.
Did you AI it? You know what I mean? And we forget. I get it. But we have to remind ourselves, write that down. Ask AI, because you can ask AI anything. And then you can ask AI, what question should I ask you to help me in my real estate business? Give me those questions that I'm missing. And then you use AI to help you with the prompt. Then you put that prompt in. So that's called fine tuning. So you use AI for fine tuning to get back to where you have to start. And again, this is being in the dark. This is, you start here, let AI help you get that light bulb go on, get to move up to another floor. Now you've got that. Now you get up to move up to another floor. You keep moving up. You start from wherever you are, or you restart from wherever you need to be. Maybe you're new to retirement. So you're a beginner in that category, in that area, or you're a raw beginner. But think of that comparison to something you can understand. I teach that AI is media for a reason. The reason I do is when you are teaching something that is not understood, that is new, you have to compare it to something else. So that people can understand the value of it and not be afraid of it. So you can compare it to the price of moving to Southern California to be at a beach, but there's a beach right across the street or right in my backyard in Benicia. And cops and real estate comparison, so you learn to really use comparison storytelling for anything and everything, but let AI do the heavy lifting. If you don't use AI, it's not going to help you.
So real quick, I put my information in the chat for both of you because I'd like to schedule. Stephanie, you and I can brainstorm together. But Mike, before I let you go, one, I want to connect with you on a private call to get some specific help. But just real quick, I'm trying to find a way to generate cash flow so that I don't need to go to a regular day job again.
Right.
So one of the things I want to do is, and you just gave me this great idea, is like caregiving. So I did caregiving for my parents before they passed away. So I'm in Palm Desert Senior Community, and I'm in Henderson half-time. There's a senior community. I could create an AI ad, put it on Patch for free, specify the community, and then if I don't get any traction over a few days, pay for a $2 thing, not $50,000, which is
until you do. Until just keep changing the headline for free until you do. One quick thing. Okay, I have to use a comparison story. With you have experience, okay? So what I teach of how to use AI is to create short-term cash flow. What you want to do is you use your wisdom that you've accumulated over your life. So we all have had a vast number of experiences. So let me compare it to a stack of pancakes for addition. Okay, we have good experiences and bad experiences. So we stack them up like a stack of pancakes. Okay. Now those are our experiences, and we have great ones and bad ones. So we want to now that's addition. Now we want to eliminate the bad pancakes, the ones that were burned or stank or whatever. We eliminate those out of the short stack to get down to your wisdom. And this is what we need to share with the younger generation. We need to share our wisdom as baby boomers or future baby boomers or retire. Two things are guaranteed now, that you are going to retire at some point in your life and that AI is coming. Okay. So be prepared for that. Create a course about your wisdom of your experiences and your personal experience. So you're not just an AI bot telling a story. You're Brian Grossman, with real world experience, and you want to apply it both in a course or a service or whatever you want to do, Brian.
Okay.
I hold greeting meetings one-to-one, and I love to create courses out of those greeting meetings and help people to, learn how to create a course. A greeting meeting is just getting to know each other. But I want to go to you. What patch communities are you in, Brian?
I'm not yet. I mean, I subscribed.
Okay.
When I
Okay.
was
Well,
at
you
my mom's
already
community,
are.
Palm Desert, California,
Okay, cool.
and I was just about to go to Henderson, and you could even like narrow it down to housing communities. So I want to do patch in 2 housing communities, and also the one that you showed, next door neighbor.
Here, Lafayette. Well,
Next door.
The Upper East Side of New York, you can buy for $2 and reach 70,000 people for $2. It's amazing, even if you're not in the country. So basically what we want to do is, Brian, we want to connect your communities or communities, maybe if you're in 2 of them, with mine, that's 3, with Stephanie's, that's 4. And now all of a sudden those 4 become 8, those 8 become 16, those 16, you get it. Because we are in a snowballing effect with AI. We can connect to America's wealthiest communities. And I say that not in a snobbish way, but in a welcoming way, because we can invite the world to share in, what we got, our wealth and our riches in our lives. But we have to do it in front of God to keep AI safe and sound for everybody. And whoever your best angel is, you want to work with.
Well, it's just funny, and I apologize for saying this because I'm not yet able to retire, but I want to do speaking and coaching. But people are in our age range. One of my speaker friends said, "Oh, you can't use AI to do this and that." And I said, "Have you been looking at my social media posts?" And he says, "Yeah." And I said, "That's all AI generated. I'm just using a program that's branded to me, so it sounds like me." And I said, "It saves me time. When I was at my day job, I said I had to leave the house at 6 in the morning. So instead of spending 2 hours at night and 2 hours in the morning, what's the post and this and that, I just said, post about this, tweak, post, respond to comments, and I'm done." And I said, AI can be your friend. It's not the enemy. And I said, the problem you're heading into is it's here. So don't ignore the elephant in the room. Work with the elephant in the room. So
2 things.
You're doing great, Mike. Your courses, I mean, I was blown away by what you did. So anyway, I got to hop off because I got to be on another call.
We got to keep these short. It's morning coffee, morning news. Thanks for joining. But I will post it and come back whenever you want. But let's do a greeting meeting.
Where do I find your calendar?
On AI Super Campus.
Perfect. Thank you both, Stephanie. Great meeting.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Really appreciate your ideas. Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Brian. All right.
So nice. Wow. That was amazing. Again, it's starting to gel.
The clouds will part.
No, I know they will. And I'm determined. I am determined to, get all out of this so that I can and stay ahead of the curve and not be afraid of it. I mean, and I know you're there for me. So, I mean,
and I am promoting you every course to everybody. Okay.
I know. I heard you yesterday. I watched the Cupertino lady.
Exactly.
And I'm like,
you are the poster girl. Think about that.
You.
That is so perfect to make you the poster girl. I love that. Okay.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's going to help you. And I'm delighted to.
No, I'm excited, and I love Brian's ideas. I think they're really good. I just need to get in a habit of doing it, And, maybe not every day.
It's deploying. So I'm going to have you guys in the future doing it with me. So you are deploying. You're having your coffee. You're getting your news. You're learning new stuff. You're meeting new people, and you are doing it right now. So even reaching out during the event, going, hey, we're live. We're on here right now. Join us this minute. Become part of the course. You go to a networking event. What do networkers love? Networking. So I met you at a networking event. I want to help your networking activities. Come to this networking act and learn how to use AI to improve your networking.
Yeah. What's the speed networking thing? When is that?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. Okay. It's we have 2 of them. One on Monday at noon. But it is nationwide. I have to say, it's not just Lafayette.
Okay, good to know.
But you'll meet a lot of people, and it's really cool. So one is, and we have up to roughly 100 people, and I help promote it. I'm just part of it, part of the team of the Great Discovery. And then another one on Friday at noon, and you will meet a ton of people. Just as I always say, just tell them that Mike Hayes sent you. So you
Yeah, thank you. No, I absolutely will. So are you always there or no?
I'm not always there, but I'm going to try to be always there. I've been so busy creating, and I still have a lot of work to do, trust me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But to be able, the fact that I have built into building it as part of the process, so everything is in a bullseye. It all goes into one thing. By being here every day, me and everybody else will be able to do one thing every day. Come, meet, deploy, network, get the job done, get going early in the morning, have your coffee, start your day, boom.
Yeah.
Just keep going with energy and learning and work,
Yeah.
putting in work.
No, I'm not afraid of hard work. I just, yeah, and I'll learn it. I know I will.
You will.
At the beginning, you said, repetition or shock, and I thought, that really resonates because that's sort of how you learn real estate, right? The repetition of all the forms, or shock, like, it's go time, go, and you're learning just by rapid fire.
Or you get hit by something that you go, wow,
right,
I'll never forget that.
Exactly.
Now,
So
what was the wow factor like when you saw it creating the story right before your eyes? Isn't that cool?
so amazing. I've used it here and there for things. It's kind of funny because I kind of feel guilty, like I'm plagiarizing or something,
No,
like, can I just copy and paste this? It just feels like a little bit wrong,
No,
but
it really is just your muse. It's all about putting, and like I say, putting in front of God and everybody. To put yourself in it. When you humanize it and put yourself in it, it's like a better vehicle. It's a better surfboard. But I create every super course to have everything in it that you need to succeed. So every course on whatever topic, I put a bunch of stuff in it. And I can teach you how to pack every course with everything you need to know about real estate, local schools, how to prepare to pack from your old house, how to get welcomed into the new community, how to do this, how to do that. So every course you post, you can hook or attach a full litany of mini courses. So you create every course, a course a day. You have 10 courses. Now you create one new course and you simply attach the other 10, one click. And now it's a super course. Everything you need to know about moving out, packing, moving in, getting your kids ready for education. In fact, I even have an interview, you'll say, with a teacher at the local school and how to get acclimated into the local school, whatever makes sense.
right. So is there any monitoring of, I don't know, for lack of a better term, quality? Like you're saying it's either an event or a course that you're posting classifieds, and so do I have to have it sort of spun as though it is a course? Like, I guess just conveying information is essentially a course. See where I'm going with that? It's a story.
Everything, and what I learned from Oxford is that everything is basically a story. And you look at, when you do it in front of God, then you think, okay, does my story create value? And it doesn't educate people, because you're in the real estate business. You have to educate people about this town, about the schools, about everything, about living in it. And so does it create value for people? That's what I say. And I've always said, do business in front of God and everybody. When you're transparent and you're just out there, that's what we all have to do, not hiding down, trying to trick people and, out of the sight of God. If we keep AI in God's view and do everything we do, we're always going to be good. We're always going to be safe over the long haul for years and years and years. 10 years, we'll keep AI safe when we keep God in AI. I don't say that lightly. I say that we have to get back to our spirituality. We have to include our humanity and,
Yeah, no, I like how you say that often, because one of my main concerns about AI was we're all just becoming a bunch of non-thinking robots, and when you keep saying that, it really does bring it back that we want to keep it pure, and good, and use it for the betterment, but not to skip out on having to think for ourselves. Or I worry about, like, kids. Why do kids even need to go, how do they write papers anymore, or they just put in their idea and out pops their AI essay?
This is where you come in. This is where you come into play with your wisdom, we owe it to our children. We had our children. We have to rear them. We owe it to them to use our wisdom to educate them that playing AI created games named Doom is not in their best interest, okay?
Exactly.
And that they can't spend their life playing Doom and be happy or have a relationship or be human. That is our ongoing education. My job on the planet Earth is not done until everybody I love is educated and prepared for the future. We have to have cross-age group networking to instill our wisdom. It's a lot easier to put garbage into your brain than to get it out. So we have to make sure we are sharing our wisdom. Your daughter is engaged, her generation. You're going to bring your wisdom to her for her personal happiness, what you've learned about being married, what you've learned, that you want to share with her so that, you can keep for her and her ongoing lineage, and her purpose in life. These are all part of it, of moving to a new community. They're not just moving to Benicia, they're moving to a community of human beings.
Right.
And you're an influencer in Benicia to keep it friendly, keep it human. Say hi to people on the way to the beach so that we are a friendly community. But we are a group of communities all connected with purposes that are good. The best way to connect people, of course, is around their income. So that they can survive and thrive and earn in the age of AI. So
right. So the twofold thing, and I'm definitely grasping this, how it can help me with my business. And then the other piece of it with you having us cut and paste to invite, friends and colleagues to join this. So that's just another sidebar, right? And so I have a couple of people that I've talked to about this that have expressed interest. So I'm just, if nothing else, I can just forward them the link and say, get on this at 8 a.m. on, every day. How do you do that? Every day of the week, 7 days a week, you're doing this at 8 a.m.?
Yeah.
When you go on vacation, do you change your calendar and stuff? Or I'm just curious, like, that's a lot.
Great question. I use the power of AI and I'm building it to scale. So the only reason I can do it 7 days a week is I have my coffee and I have my AI. AI energizes me. I wouldn't even pretend to try this without AI helping me. I use the energy of AI and I meditate. So I ask God, what should I put into AI today? What are the core principles that I should put in? And then I ask AI. I love AI because I love God. And so, and it helps me communicate better with God, makes me much more spiritual. So I ask God, I put it into AI, and then AI helps me articulate those things. So I have more clarity on my communications, and it's made God much more real for me. God is not off someplace. He's in every walk I take, in the sun, in the trees that I walk past. I'm living inside of God, in the world. We exist because of the sun. If the sun didn't exist, there's no life on the planet Earth.
Right.
So these are things that keep me closer to God. We have to bring that back into our lives desperately. I saw that relationships the only reason the number of relationships are not dwindling in America because of people coming into America. They're not being regenerated in America because people, like I say, they're not even hooking up as much. They're not even having as much nookie.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
I do.
relationships are dwindling. We have to revitalize them.
Yeah.
And for think about it, for value creation, personal happiness, and world peace. That is what we want to be part of and live our daily lives. So I live in that. I don't talk about it. I am just a teacher.
I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, very good. So I'm gonna invite, just over time, I'll just keep inviting people to join in this, and they'll engage as they will. I mean,
at this time, but understand a couple of things. People, if they don't engage today, they will engage tomorrow. So just understand that. Brian talked about, well, people aren't into it. They don't understand yet. This is not like joining LinkedIn or Facebook. I don't like either one of them. It's not like that. It's like an alien invasion of intelligence. It's already here. And it's raising the tide of AI every single day. So this tide is already here and growing. And it's only a matter of time that they will finally recognize it, and they will come, and they'll know where to go when it gets up to, hey, I need help. They know exactly where to go. So we're Paul Revere right now, telling them, hey, AI is coming. We want to help you get ready for it in your life, community. And every day I learn. So we are both students and teachers. I learned something from Brian. I learned something from you every day. I take that like my own osmosis to grow me. And every day I get better and smarter by learning from everybody.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What is Brian's business? Did he say? I missed that. Brian's business?
Yeah, retirement, helping retired people.
Oh.
With home care.
Okay. I thought he was saying he just did that for his parents or home care. Okay.
Yeah, that's what he wants to evolve into. Because, there's a thing called the second adulthood, and because we're living longer than we ever used to. And I read Gail Shee's book about that 20 years ago. So I've been preparing for my second adulthood, knowing it was coming for decades. And so I thought, what do I really want to do in my second adulthood? My first life is like school, and now my second life is like what I really, really want to do. What is my passion? And I'm living my passion. Absolutely.
Wow. I can tell. No, it shows. It absolutely shows, and it's contagious. So that's awesome. No, thank you. And I do plan on being on here as much as I can. Cool. I'm definitely committed, and I'll, of course, spread the word. Again, it's contagious. So
okay, well, you're spreading the word about yourself, okay? Because that's who I'm going to spread the word about. So all you got to do is help me help you, and I'm going to be sharing your story and telling, and you're going to get better and better and better and better and better. And so what we want to do is take you from where you were on the first floor until you are all the way up at the top in the penthouse, looking out. Because the only thing that people they're shortchanged themselves. They don't think big enough. So with AI. And so what I want to teach people is you can now afford to think bigger and grow richer. So don't worry about limiting your vision of how big your vision and story can get. There's no limit. There's no cost limitation. There's no space limitation. There's no time limitation with AI. So just learn to think bigger and grow richer. Let your imagination reign. And just have fun with it,
Yeah, that's definitely my intention. So thank you. I plan on, let me think, what do I have tomorrow? I think I'm on tomorrow. I'll try and get my friend Liz on there with us. She's great.
Yeah, you mentioned that. So I'd love to help her, love to help beginners or people who are struggling or starting over. They're welcome.
Yeah, she's not necessarily, I don't think, trying to promote a business or anything. She just kind of wants to get the overall grasp of it, but she'll find her way.
Okay, let me explain one thing, and I'll let you go. Part of this, some of the people I've helped most have no interest in business, and I'm going to interview a teacher that I helped in two ways. She was going through a divorce, a nasty divorce, and she was not really empowered, and her husband was not a nice person, and he was really suppressing her badly. She felt weak and victimized, and so I taught her how to use AI to communicate with him and his attorney, who was really and they thought that she had hired an attorney.
That's amazing.
And suddenly she became super powered. Well, he's really like this. How do I communicate with him? And AI went, boom.
Wow.
And he went, whoa, what's going on?
That's a great example. That is a fantastic example. His feet.
Not only that, but she was running a social dinner club, and she was the grand poobah. And so, you're dealing with all these crazy people and complaints and everything. And so she started to use AI to get them into reasoning thinking, and also the upper management went, wow, you're blowing it away. This is amazing. We want to raise you up in the ranks.
Wow.
She, that's all just her life. I've helped people more in their personal life than in their business life. So
I bet I can believe it. So I know
that's
you're,
why
well,
that's
the
why I'm
sky's the
saying
limit.
everybody's welcome. That's why this
Yeah.
is so much fun. It's like the media. Media is life. Media is about communication, and it's as broad as life. Anything you want to do, my mentors taught me in life, is create a show about so that you get paid to do what you love doing. Well, now you can create a course about it, or a YouTube channel about it, or whatever you want to do to really fulfill your mission and your vision. And that's
Right.
exactly what I'm doing. And I'm
Yeah.
having a ball. I'm doing
I
what I
know.
love doing.
I can tell. And there's just, yeah, like, I mean, just, I guess, surmise it to say, just there's something for everybody, you know, and,
Yeah.
and once you start really thinking outside the box, you're like, well, of course. And like that example you just gave was great, you know?
Yeah.
So yay.
That'll
Well,
be in
I'm
the course.
excited.
So
Yeah.
thanks for these questions are really, think about it. It's because I ask AI. So, and I will ask AI when anytime I'm stumped with anything. So you raise an idea of a question that you have. And so I gave a response, and that makes this course better because I got it richer by answering your question for people that are expansive. So
Yeah.
we're going to learn from each other all day long, every day. At least that's what this is designed to do.
That's the
But I do
intention.
want to
Yeah.
keep it on time. Lovely having you here.
Thank
And
you.